How's that goes?
Okay, now.
That's how I stand when I'm against a wall.
Now, there's a giant dinosaur behind you.
Stop. Stop. Shoo. Dinosaur. Shoo.
And
My first book just came out. It is in stores this week. WTF College, How to Survive 101 of the Worst Effing Situations on Campus. I actually write for a series on Cinemax called Co-Ed Confidential, which is soft porn. Skinemax.
You do?
Co-Ed Confidential. I've written for all 3 seasons of it.
That's like a makeout show?
Makeout is a very nice term. It's where they do simulated sex.
Whoa!
Yes. So,
how did you get that job?
The head writer on that, I've written with him before. I didn't realize how soft porn it was. It was basically writing a Skinemax show, which was great. It's fun. It was definitely fun.
Give me a WTF college, dirty story.
Your roommate is a chronic masturbator.
That's what I have too.
So there you go. Say if your roommate is a chronic masturbator, we give you several options.
Okay.
Like one of them, tape his hand to his penis.
Okay. Solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, leave, get a new roommate. Videotape him and then post it on the web. So he's so embarrassed now when he walks around campus, everybody knows what he does. Or join him for a circle jerk. At the end, there's a final exam, and I'll just give you the first question. The first question is, 2 loser college students go to a frat party. Loser college student 1 drinks 5 shots of Jaeger. Loser college student 2 drinks 5 shots of Jaeger, 2 Red Bulls, and a shot of Jack. Which one will pass out first before getting laid?
Wow.
It's pretty. You're really gonna have to do your work.
Wow. So did you figure it out, or like was this? Did you do research?
We did have to do a little research. We had to go to a couple of frat parties on UCLA and just to make sure. just to make sure that we knew what we were talking about when we did that. Yes.
And when you went there, were you
well received?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello.
You got the goods.
I look like a MILF or a cougar. So.
Did they want to get cougared or cougarized?
Apparently, somebody was like, "You're a cougar." I'm like, "That's
insulting."
I don't like that. If you ever call me a cougar again, I will hunt you down and pounce on you
and take your pants off.
Yes.
How do you find being a female comic?
I find it a lot more interesting and exciting now. I think the face of comedy regarding women has definitely changed.
Like as opposed to when?
As opposed to even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago for that matter. I think a lot of female comics, including Chelsea Lately and Sarah Silverman, which whether you like them or not, they definitely opened a lot of doors as far as breaking down the stereotypes that a funny woman can't be pretty or attractive or talk about sex the way guys do or talk about stuff. I remember in New York right before I moved out here doing my material and somebody telling me that I really needed to clean it up and I shouldn't be talking about that stuff. And when I was in the Boston Comedy Festival too, and that was only 5 years ago, one of the judges came up to me, and I made it to the semifinals, but one of the judges came up to me and said, you should maybe tone it down. And I'm not even really a blue comic by any means. I have definitely subject matter that is, some of it's racier than others, but how many guys are going to tell a dick joke?
A lot.
A lot. There are advantages as far as if people are booking a show. I mean, for the most part, if they're having a lot of big headliners or a lot of well-known comics around town, and a lot of them are men, they'll usually throw a woman or two in there. And a lot of guys, I've featured for a lot of bigger headliners because they want a woman, because our styles are obviously going to be different. We might both be high energy, but I'm still a girl and he's still a guy, and that works well. Having said that, I've also gone on the road with other female comics, and we can complement each other just as well. So there's definitely pros, and there's obviously cons, because still a lot of people think that women are not funny, or not as funny as men. And the reality is that there's just not as many of us. It's just a numbers game.
Plus, women aren't really funny.
We're not really funny.
I mean
obviously. And I'm not really a woman anyway. If that camera scrolled, then you'd see my package. Well, actually, I tucked it in. Anything else you want to know about me?
I think I got it all.
Pretty much. Ending on a high note.
She said